So we're in a super expensive car on a train that's super slow, going a couple hundred kilometers to Agra from Delhi, and it's running late because we're in India, and apparently everything always runs late everywhere in India. And one of the things that's kind of irritating about things like this is we really don't have any idea where we're at. So you kind of have to ask, and the people here, like other people traveling, happen to know where we're at, but we don't have any idea because there's nothing that says anything. There's no announcements, and we have no windows, so we can't see the station names when we pull up to them. And at least it's comfortable.
It's chilly.
It's dang cold. It's freezing.
So we traveled from Delhi to Agra, and Agra is the home of the Taj Mahal. So we've walked up to the top of our hotel, the rooftop, and I'm going to show you what the view is. That's the Taj Mahal. We came here during the nighttime last night, so we didn't know we didn't know if we'd be able to see it from where we are, and the fact that we can is pretty outstanding.
In addition to how amazing the Taj Mahal looks, this is just the top of Agra, and it just looks crazy. It just really looks like something from India. You can hear all the car horns hopefully on the recording. And then that's a monkey. So there's definitely just a monkey like walking along the roof.
Shit.
It's a big monkey.
Yeah. Over there. This is our place. They've got a little restaurant down there, which is actually pretty good. So we're gonna go have breakfast there, and then we're gonna make our way to the Taj Mahal. It's a good day already.
So all this commotion here is because there is a cobra underneath this little stoop here, and they're trying to scare it out, to get it out, and then I guess they're going to capture it, and I have no idea. But this guy closed his shop up so the cobra couldn't get inside. And that's pretty goddamn scary if you ask me. And it struck. Let's see how this pans out. Alright, it's hard to tell exactly what, but they think that the cobra climbed up the wall and is no longer underneath that little stoop. So that's terrifying because we're sleeping in a room that's essentially up one of these things about 3 or 4 stories back. So we're inside the gate here, and we're going to be entering, when we go through this doorway, we'll be at the Taj Mahal basically. So these are the different gates that you can come in. And just got done dealing with the fact that Indian people are a bit like Chinese people when they wait in lines, where they want to hump up against you. And I seriously have had a man's penis resting in my butt crack while I stood in line, because that's how close they want to stand.
That is, yeah.
It is a bit much, and we'll make more video when we get into the Taj.
There wasn't any running though, so yeah. It was a little disappointing.
No running, but definitely some phallicking, and that was a little uncalled for.
Holy crap, I cannot believe we are standing right here, right now.
So this is the Taj Mahal. It was built by an emperor of the Mughal Empire, and it was built as a mausoleum for his wife, who died giving birth to their 14th child. This was his second wife. I believe he had more than one at a time, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's kind of just an assumption. So she was giving birth to their 14th child, and she died during the birth, and the story is that he went gray overnight because of his heart breaking so much. This was the one wife of his that he really liked. So he decided to have this constructed, and it took 20,000 people to build this. And he had people brought in from Europe and Mongolia and all over the place. And it took 20 years to build this. So, I mean, this is quite a testament to this woman that he loved. And then her tomb is on the inside, and shortly after the completion, his son had him imprisoned, and his son took over the kingdom. And he was imprisoned in an Agra fort, And for the rest of his life, it was like 8 years or so until the 1680s, he was unable to come visit the actual Taj Mahal. He had to look at it through a window in his cell, essentially. Of course, this was built in the 1600s, so it's about 350 years old. And a couple of fast facts here. It is up on this marble platform so that the only background you can see from it from any angle is sky. He didn't want any buildings to be behind it. And these pillars on the sides are slanted outwards like this. And that's either because of age and they're just slowly tipping out, or because they were built that way intentionally in case there was an earthquake that they wouldn't fall in and crush the mausoleum. Upon the emperor's death, he was entombed inside here with his wife, and that is about that. There's a lot of stuff from the Quran written on the outside, and there's a lot of inlaid rose and red roses and greenery around the edges. And you can go inside, and the echo inside is epic, and the whole thing is just an astonishing monument. We've seen a lot of monuments and different things on this trip, and for me, this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It really is just unbelievable to look at. We were just trying to take a MySpace shot, and then this guy came up and photobombed our picture, as you can see in this photograph here. It's not too bad at all. Katie gave him a high five.
That guy's trying to get me to go closer to these free-range Taj Mahal cows. That's terrifying, they're big.
So this giant mosque is built, and it is to the east, and there's another one to the west of the Taj Mahal. And its purpose is the red color makes the Taj Mahal stick out more. And they've built these massive mosques just for the aesthetic purpose to make this thing look more impressive, as if it actually even needed it, but it does help a little, I suppose. This is Agra Fort, where the man who had the Taj Mahal constructed was imprisoned by his son. And that's from where he could look out his window and see his beautiful mausoleum that he built for his favorite wife. And when he died in, I think, the 1680s, he was entombed in here as well with her. So he's in there somewhere. Here's a tidbit about traveling in India. When you are a foreigner, you pay astronomically higher prices to get into attractions and do things than you do when you're a local. And in this case, they pay about $1 to get in to see the Taj Mahal, and we pay $15. This is a common practice in places like Indonesia and Thailand, but usually it's not that extravagant of a difference. But I mean, again, $15, who cares? Yeah, it's a Taj Mahal. I mean, it's they can have their $14 extra. So this is the inside of the Taj Mahal. And it's really dark in here, and it's all only natural light. They don't have any like electrical or anything. And the echoing is insane. Like, it's just really loud from just people talking. And you can see there's a couple of tombs here, but they don't actually have the bodies in them. They're buried underneath, apparently, the building. So we're kind of in the outer perimeter inside of the Taj Mahal. You can walk around and go into each four corner and everything, and it's just a nice little stroll. We were sitting down watching people walk by for quite a while, admiring all the women's gorgeous clothing, because it's just astonishing how vibrant and amazing they dress here. So we just had a bit of a mini photo shoot where people wanted to take photos with us, and then they wanted to take photos of us, and then they wanted their buddies to take photos, and we escaped before it turned into a Borobudur situation. So as we're walking along the road, it's important to not get run over by a camel. So that's a complete possibility. So the city doesn't allow gasoline-powered vehicles within 500 meters of the Taj Mahal because they don't want the pollution to distort the color. So you can see a lot of rickshaws that are powered by people, horses, and camels. And they have some like natural gas-powered vehicles that are going by. But as you walk out of the 500 meters, you run into like a million touts with motorized tuk-tuks and stuff. So here we go. So the fun thing about Indian food is that you can just kind of point at anything on the menu and order it, and it's usually good. And we have no idea really what it is, but Katie indicates it's good. And I mean, literally, we just, whatever. It never comes out scary or anything. It's always amazing.
we have decided to come back up to the roof of our building for the sunset, and we kind of realized that you can't really see the sunset that well. There's a lot of trees in the way, but what we can see really looks amazing. Doesn't really look like it's showing up very good on there, but there's still the Taj Mahal that's right there, which is amazing. And these two ladies that you see on the other rooftop gave me a wave when we were coming up. These birds that you can see flying around are going over to this building over, oh God, that's hard to point out, right here. See the man moving? They go over there. He throws food on the ground and then he shoos them all away to make like the birds go in this big formation like they've been doing. There's a kite being flown in the sky right here. I mean, this just looks amazing. And there's several other people like just hanging out on the rooftops and enjoying themselves, like as you can see right here. And there are lots of monkeys about. Let me see if I can, oh, there's some monkey play right there. Like, you don't have to look very far to find the monkeys at all.
So we're 200 kilometers away from Delhi, and they're having the Commonwealth Games in Delhi in October, and they shut the power off in this city at 9 o'clock so that they can save electricity for the Commonwealth Games that happens in like 3.5 months. Really, really strange. So the place just kind of shuts down and gets scary, and some camels walked by a minute ago. We're working with a roof goat situation here.